cracking, everybody, man? It's your boy Jason Yamamoto. I just want to make a very quick video. Anyways, a question came from you guys, and I know it took me a while to get back to this question, but I got a guy who's shipping out to boot camp and for the National Guard, right? And the thing is, he asked 3 very important questions that many people in the Guard have kind of looked away from, and I have to deal with it all the time just because I'm a NCO and I'm a sergeant, and a lot of soldiers come to me with these reoccurring issues. Sorry, I was trying to find the right word inside my mind. So anyways, one of the questions is, hey, what do I do at drill? I mean, what's the basic things that we do at drill? And the basic training that you kind of do at drill, once you complete, basic training in AIT and go to your unit, you'll train in, online training that has to deal with Army policies like sexual harassment, anti-terrorism, etc., right? And then depending on your MOS, you'll perform your MOS or you'll train in your MOS. So if you're a medic, you'll practice, giving shots to soldiers. If you're a cook, you'll practice cooking. If you're MP, you'll do military police things, handcuffing drills, things that military police soldiers would do. Of course, it's OPSEC, so I have to be very brief and basic with my information. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know which one of you guys are terrorists. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, with that being said, we'll continue to the next question, which is, what happens if you don't have a ride to drill? Let's say you're vehicle-less. Let's say you don't drive. I know soldiers that refuse to drive. I know a couple of them, and then it blows my mind that they don't drive. But whatever, I can't force a person to drive. So let's say you don't have a ride to drill and your fucking drill is like 2 hours away. What are you gonna do? Well, here's the thing, man. You'll have to get with your section sergeant, of course, when you first show up to drill, and you'll tell them, I don't have a vehicle. I don't know how I'm gonna get to drill. And when you bring this up to your NCO, to your sergeant, staff sergeant, whoever your sergeant was gonna be, he'll find a way to take care of you. It's not his priority to get you a ride, but he'll ask other soldiers in the unit who may live close to you, and maybe you two might have to carpool together, and you'll have to spot the driver some cash to help with the gas. I mean, that's the right thing to do, okay? Don't be a cheapskate. He's helping you with a ride. Help him out with the gas money, all right? With that being said, that's one thing they can help you with, but they don't provide you a transportation to drill. You'll have to find out how to make it to drill. So you might either have to rent a car, you might have to ask somebody to maybe Uber or Lyft, or ask one of your friends to drop you off at drill. But over time, it gets bothersome for people to take you to drill, okay? And it sucks. It really does. Okay, last question from the same person. All the questions came from the same person. What happens if you become homeless in the National Guard or Reserve? See, now here's one of the things that the National Guard tend to look away, or the reserves. They kind of shun it. They don't want to talk about it because they'll lose face. They don't believe a soldier can be homeless. It confuses leadership. How a fucking soldier can be homeless. I dealt with plenty of them, and it sucks, man. Good NCOs, good sergeants, lower enlisted, they really get hemmed up. It could be for anything. They lose job, their girlfriend kicks them out, their wife kicks them out, they're going through a divorce. They just become homeless, dude. PTSD kicks, might destroy their life. I don't know. There's so many reasons, and it sucks, man. I've taken care of a lot of soldiers, man. My wife would be the first to tell you that I've taken a lot of soldiers in under my care, outside of the uniform, you know. So if you have a good NCO will probably try to guide you into finding a job, getting you back into school, and maybe ask other soldiers, maybe you can crash at their place until you get your feet, you know, you get back on your feet, or they'll probably be nice enough to have you stay at their place. In some cases, not everybody be that nice. You can't stay in the armory. That's the thing with the National Guard. Even if you're homeless, you're not allowed to stay in the armory. You can't make that place a place of residence. That's just a law, regulation that's been pointed out, that soldiers cannot stay in the armory unless it's for training purposes. And you might find yourself on the streets if you don't have a place to live. And unfortunately, some leadership will let you drown. If you're homeless, they can talk to the state chaplain. They'll find resources to help you, get you back on your feet, get you into school, or get you a job. It may not be the best job. They may have soldiers who may own a business. People might know people who has job offerings, and they might offer it to you. But homeless, it's one of the hardest topics in the National Guard, and we don't have the necessary resources to help homeless soldiers in the National Guard. So I can't give you a definite answer, but it is real, it is there, and it can happen. So just FYI, man, just don't become homeless in the National Guard, all right? So hopefully this information is helpful to you guys. I know it's quite a long video, and I said I was gonna be quick with it, but hopefully this video is helpful somehow, man. It's your boy Jason Yamamoto. If you got any more questions, go ahead and leave in the comments section. I'll try to get back to it as soon as possible, and I'll talk to you guys later. Nice. Breathe.